Christmas, the dinner party. That year, I opted for a dinner party, a Christmas-time dinner with dear and longtime friends. We went with a big mundane roast instead of the eye of round or standing rib roast as Mom would have done. We cooked it slowly, a whole day. It looked and smelled marvelous. I found Italian green beans, parallelograms, and potatoes steamed, not canned. Everything sliced all angularly and buttery and parsley. Cooking as a performance art. Sam climbed on the kitchen stool to unearth the ceremonial Epicurean remnants of my childhood. Mom's gray wool tablecloth with the shy golden threads discreetly interlaced around the perimeter was adorned with 7 candles, and her you-know-what cherished dishes and platter and lidded bowls and little personal butter dishes with their own knives were all carefully and perfectly positioned on the table. And Mom's silver all over the place. Even her pie-getter-outer thing. I added green and red napkins folded together into triangles and placed them next to the salad forks. Of course, the cutting edges of the knives were turned toward the plates. 6 goblets effervesced with icy water. The tree and the candles and the lighted wreath in Susan's big front window next to the lace curtains all glowed. Martha Stewart's breath would have caught in her throat. It looked fucking grand. Ben arrived at 4, but he wasn't invited to the dinner. He wanted to use our car jacks so he could do some car repairs in the driveway. The company wasn't to show until 5, with dinner about 6, so no problem. Sam moved our cars into the street and helped Ben organize the work plan, then returned to help me orchestrate the food. I joked to Sam how funny it would be if Ben showed up at our dinner party with grease all the way up his arms, all hungry and charming. We laughed. Then we sort of forgot about him until the doorbell rang at 5. I had told Ben way last week about the dinner party and even kidded him about bringing a date and some chairs. As the second couple arrived, Ben came in through the back door where the etched glass was still intact, I will mention. He had 3 pounds of oil grease up his arms and on his t-shirt front. He marched into the living room where I introduced him to one of the guests. He knew the others. He did a textbook, "Nice to meet you," and joked about shaking hands with her with all the grease. He went upstairs where the little Christmas guest towels were. What a good place to clean one's hands and arms. We were having a lively conversation for 6 when it became clear that he was attending our dinner party. Just about enough food for 6. As Sam and I caught each other's signal to meet in the kitchen, Ben pulled a chair from the marvelous table and joined the 4 guests in the living room. He was charming and oh so lovable and so greasy. Sam and I hugged for a moment in the kitchen, then added a plate and silverware and augmented some foodstuffs. We got the chair from upstairs, asked Ben to light the candles, and informed the company that Ben had graciously agreed to join us for dinner. Not a ripple. He was a delightful addition, used his queen's manners, and had everyone eating out of his greasy hands. Charming. The boy is charming. There was not one morsel of food left over. Everything tasted wonderful, and no one knew, including Ben. This is another piece of the life here in mid-Kansas. The way that I cherish. Maybe the word is comfortable. Default to the positive, I say. When the world doesn't offer a fair shake, smile and move on.